A lot of the area here is completely underwater, as you can see. So I've hiked in for about 20 minutes, and I can hear a sound in the background, a motor. So I think I'm going to investigate that. But it's a little bit intimidating to be walking around with a camera in a place like this. It definitely has an odd feeling. So there's a couple guys out here, and they said that they have a contract to be out here. They live in a trailer, been out here for a couple months, and what they're doing is they're restoring this old church. This is the church that was hit with the cannonball back in the Civil War. So there's tombstones everywhere. These ones here in front of me date back to about the 1870s. And then as you gradually move over, you can see that there's newer tombstones in that area. This is the other side of the cemetery. You can see the old wrought iron type fencing that somewhat still stands. It's pretty amazing. Bet you there's quite a few stories up here. When you get off the beaten path, these are things that you find. Check it out. An old train with the old lights right here in the middle of nowhere. And next to the old train depot is this building. It's got kinds of old types of pieces of furniture. And the door, and it's actually opened. I think I'm going to go inside. Of course, right on the table, a deer head. Definitely hasn't been used for a while. Let's keep walking around a little bit. It's got a vacuum cleaner in here. That's crazy. An old kitchen. Pretty cool stuff. I wonder when was the last time somebody was in here. Well, curiosity got the best of me. I had to push a couple mattresses out of the way. It's kind of eerie walking in a place like this. The trusses, I think that's what they're called, are so old. Got an old wood burning stove. An old cabinet. So I think it's time for me to leave. My heart pace has picked up I'm not going to be very candid. I'm a little spooked. I'm waiting for something to jump out or some person to come over here and yell at me. Or maybe even a ghost. Yeah, I think it's time to get out. So I'm going to move very quickly. Oh, I feel so much better out here. Well, the road goes on, but I don't think there's much down there. So this is the end of the road for me. So I think I'm going to hightail it back in this direction. I talked to the guys that were restoring the church with the brick, and I asked them if I could have a piece of the original brick from the Civil War. And guess what? It's in my back pocket. So I'm pretty stoked. As I'm walking out of Rodney, I am thinking just a lot. Like my mind's going 100 miles an hour. And I'm thinking about how I felt this morning. I was looking at the map and Googling Rodney and doing research and all kinds of videos and people saying that it's impassable and you can't get out here and you'll get lost, and the neighborly folks, some are nice, some aren't, and I was somewhat discouraged, thinking I don't know if I want to drive 45, 50 miles, well 50 minutes, let me put it that way, sorry, each way to a place that I'm not sure even exists. But you know what? I did it. And I'm absolutely 100% happy that I did. This will be one of my memories, no doubt about it, of Mississippi. What a cool day. Almost get stuck in the mud in a car. Didn't give up. Decided to put my backpack on and hike it in. And look what I found. The actual church, the Rodney Presbyterian Church, that still has a Civil War cannonball lodged in it. And then all the other cool things. So if you ever have something that you want to do, don't get discouraged by what you see, what you read, what people tell you. If you really want to do it, do it. Because that's part of the adventure.